It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the assholes on the Dynasty tonight. That's right. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the curtain on the Dynasty tonight. Why do we always come here? I guess we'll never know. It's like some kind of torture to have to watch the show. And now let's get things started. Why don't you get things started? It's time to get things started on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, sexuational. This is what we call the Dynasty Podcast.
Welcome to the Dynasty Podcast. I am Commissioner Eric Costanza, and in this show we're going to be going ahead and determining the number one pick in the Dynasty 14 draft. Also the number 2 pick, I may add. We're going to be partaking in the Dynasty / NFL feud trivia contest, which you all know is ridiculous. I try to pick questions that are beyond ridiculous, and I hope I didn't fail at that again here this year. Now, as you may remember from the over 64,000 emails that went back and forth this off season from February through I want to say April-ish. You may remember that beginning next season, we're going to be adopting a new way to determine each season's draft order. So this will be the last time here this year, is kind of grandfathered in, that we are going to determine the draft order, especially the number 1 pick, via this method. So enjoy it, because it's the last fucking time that it's ever happening, more than likely. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this shindig on the road. Let's get the 2 coaches involved on the line.
Now it is time. Fucking right, it's time. So grab your balls and let's go. Coaches interview. Here we fucking go.
Yes, all right, everybody. We are here, and I am proud to. I'm not sure why I'm proud, to be honest, but sure, I'm proud to say that we have Coach Ben Green on the line. Ben Green, hello.
Hello, Eric.
Now, I don't have Coach Matt Whiffen on the line. We just offline attempted to call him, and he unfortunately did not pick up his phone. But we are gonna go ahead and try to call Matt again. I did shoot him a text and ask him if he was good to go. And we've all kind of planned for this day and night. I don't know if something came up. I hope he's okay, first and foremost. Safety first. Yeah, safety first. I'm sure. I hope his health is doing good, and he didn't fall and hurt himself. But let's go ahead, Ben. Ben, well, first of all, Ben,
Yes.
This has never happened here on this show. What should we do? I'm thinking we should go ahead and call him again, and if he picks up, great, and we'll move forward. If he doesn't, now what happens? What would you say, Ben? What should we do if he does not pick up again?
Well, I think this contest is going to be conceded to me, and then I'll get the number 1 pick.
I mean, I think that's really the only way to go, right? I mean,
Right.
Unless we find out that something legit, even if it's legit, I don't know. If something legit happened, we might think of postponing, but I really wanted to get this done here tonight, and we've all agreed to this day and time, and I didn't get any update from him, so I would think that it should be he concedes and you win.
Yep.
However, I will say this, Ben, if that does happen, I think we still need to actually go forward with the actual feud, and you would be playing yourself, so unless you literally do not answer a question 1 correctly, then, because there's still a chance actually Matt could win with him not even being here. So
yeah, that is true.
I think technically we need to go through the charade of the actual game in and of itself. So
okay, we'll do that.
Well, let's take it 1 step at a time. Let's baby step this shit, and let's go ahead and call him now, Ben. If he doesn't pick up and I accidentally hang up on you, I will call you right back.
Sounds good. Okay.
All right, here we go. I am going into my cellular mobile phone. I'm going to the contact, which is Matt Whiffen, and I'm calling his phone number. Ben, please hold. Here we go. We are live on a 9:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, June the 8th, 2017. We were looking to do this at 9:45, so we're about 6 minutes late into calling him. And the phone is ringing, and I don't have a good feeling about this. I have a feeling his voice greeting is about to pick up.
You've reached the voicemail of Matt Whiffen.
Yep, there it is. There it is. Benjamin.
Yes, Eric.
All right, so possible good news for you. I don't know how you're looking at this, but he did not pick up.
Wow.
So, well, yeah. So, that said, let me ask you a question, Ben. Are you ready to play the Dynasty feud and I would think win the number 1 draft pick?
We are ready to go.
All right, let me ask you another question, however. I know we're somewhat early, although we're actually later than we usually are in determining the number 1 pick here, but how important is it to you to win the number 1 pick in the draft? Is it something that you almost don't care, or is it too much pressure? You feel you may or may not shit yourself, or do you really want to? Is there maybe even a player that you're targeting at this point?
Well, I can't say a specific player, but I definitely want the number 1 pick. I think it helps with the prep that goes into this upcoming season. Once we know all the keepers, I know everyone that's available at the number 1 pick. So I believe you had the number 1 pick last year when you won the whole thing. So, I'm definitely looking for the number 1 pick.
Yeah, that is an affirmative. I did have the number 1 pick, in which I went ahead and selected Mr. Ezekiel Elliott, which ironically is now part of your squad.
Yes.
And I don't remember if the year prior to that, in which Matt won his second championship, if he had the number 1 pick or not. I don't remember. I want to say he didn't. We could ask him, but he's not here, so I don't know.
Oh, yes.
I will give you a little factoid, though. The last 3 teams who had the number 1 pick did at least make the playoffs. So you would think that's a good thing there. That if you get the number 1 pick, recent history reflects that you have a pretty good shot at making the postseason. Although half the league now makes the postseason. So that being said, I'll throw another question at you, Ben, before we do this, since we have a little bit of time here, given the circumstances. The league has seen a serious facelift. We basically have tucked back our sack. We've had some sort of surgical procedure in which we've turned into a woman. We're now a transsexual. We've completely changed things around. How do you feel about all the changes going on? You probably don't even remember them all. Fuck, I don't even remember them all.
Yeah, you know what? I was just kind of thinking in my head, all the emails and the back and forth, and I like the changes. I think we're going in the right direction. It might be some growing pains, but I think changes are good for the league.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of changes too, a lot of somewhat important ones, and I know obviously that's due to the fact of kind of the policy procedure changes that we had regarding me, and how things get changed and voted on and all that. So yeah, I mean, obviously it's it's really just the majority, whatever the majority wants. I'm just kind of the facilitator. It is what it is, and we'll see if that. I mean, you think that's gonna be a thing now every offseason? We're gonna have like that many changes happen, or do you think this was like the year that everything all kind of happened? Then going forward, it's almost just going to be not much happening.
I mean, knowing some of the personalities that we have in this league, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a number of changes after this season. I guess it could go either way.
Okay, yeah. So you're right. It could go either way. We could see this amount of changes happen every off season. Hell, it's kind of been like that. So we'll see what happens. All right. Well, enough foreplay here. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and play the feud. Let me tell you what the rule is, Ben, here. The rules in this game, first of all, is that even though you're competing against yourself, and you literally need to get 1 question correct in order to win this thing, you are unable to use the internet or any other source of information. This is the Zach Palucha is clearly using charter to cheat rule, which is in the rule book. And we will not stand for that here within the Dynasty. So if I in if I in any way kind of sense that you may be using some sort of form of the spreadsheet or whatever to help you along here, you will be eliminated, and then Matthew will then win the number 1 pick. So again, another way that he could still win this thing is by you cheating. So don't do that.
Okay.
What else? So it was gonna be 3 questions. First to 2 wins. So again, you're competing against yourself. So we'll see how that works itself out. But I'm gonna ask a question, and then, for example, if my question is, what is 2 plus 2? Now, if you think you want to go ahead and answer that, your buzzer is by you saying your own name. So you would say Ben, right? And then whoever I hear first, which again would really just be you, is you then can go ahead and answer. I'll cue you up for that. And then at that point, you can choose to pass or play, kind of like Family Feud style, and you can try to get the rest of the answers. Now, there is only 1 strike. There isn't the 3-strike thing going on. We only get 1 strike, and if you get 1 strike, then it goes on to the other player who could steal it. Now, that other player, again, is not here. So, I think we all understand the rules. Let's do this thing. Unless Matt happens to call in here, this is pretty much going to be a landslide. So let's do it. All right. Okay. Here we go, Ben. This is for the number 1 pick in the Dynasty 14 drafts. So, I surveyed 73 one-armed pedophiles, and the top 9 answers are on the board. Name the halftime performers from the 9 Super Bowls in which our New England Patriots have played in.
Ben.
I heard Ben first. I don't know. I heard Ben first. So
I got it in there.
You did. All right, Ben. Answer.
You too.
Okay, I hit the wrong sound effect.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, pay no attention to that sound effect. The correct sound effect should be. That is correct. You too.
Super Bowl 36, right?
Super Bowl 36, the infamous Super Bowl against the Rams, the 9/11 year.
How can you forget it?
How can you forget that one? Right. All right. Would you like to pass or play?
I will play.
Okay. Good answer. So now there are 8 other answers on the board. Go ahead.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is correct. Lady Gaga played in the Super Bowl last year. There are now 7. Shit, I forgot my pen. Damn it. Sorry. 7 answers are left on the board. Do you have an answer?
Oh, I'm gonna pass.
I'm sorry? Come again?
I will pass.
You would pass. Unfortunately, passing is not able to be done at this juncture. Pass or play is when you get the first question right.
Oh, I'm
sorry. You have to answer the question.
Okay, I'm gonna say Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars is
that's wrong.
Is incorrect. So you get your strike, Ben. Bruno Mars didn't play during one of the Patriots Super Bowl halftimes. Now we would go over to Matt to steal, but he's not here, so he's wrong. Then you win. You win this round. You won this question. So you are up 1-0, and you simply need to get the next question correct. So here we go.
Okay.
Question number 2. And this will determine your own how well you know your own franchise's success and failures. So I surveyed 27 Vietnam veterans with a minimum of 3 games played against each other. Name the 2 teams who your franchise has the best all-time winning percentage against, and the two teams who your franchise has the worst all-time winning percentage against.
Ben.
Yes, Ben, I heard you first.
Wow.
Now, if you could just specify if you're referring to the best winning percentage against or the worst. Go ahead.
All right. The best is the Loggers versus VIP on Swole.
That is correct. They're actually the second best, but that is
Okay.
one of the two that you need. You are 7-2 against VIP. You're
Yeah.
in a little bit of a rival of yours because you both came into the
Yeah.
league at the same time, and you both have almost identical records and all that. He has a championship, you don't, but yes, you've dominated him in a one-on-one standpoint. Would you like to pass or play?
Can I go for the loser before I do the second winner?
Well, first you need to determine if you want to pass or if you want to play.
I'm gonna play.
You're gonna play, okay? Yeah,
Yeah.
you can switch it up, sure.
I know I have a horrible record against the Pig Newtons.
Yeah, that is correct. You've never beaten them. You are.
I know.
Yeah, you are 0-6 against Coach Phil Tamulis's Pig Newtons. It's actually the only team in the league you've yet to beat. So yes, that is correct. There are two answers left on the board: the team in which you have the best winning percentage against, and the team in which you have the second worst winning percentage against.
Okay, I'm gonna play, and I believe I have the best winning percentage against Soul Glow.
I'm sensing a possible cheating situation. I want your word right now,
No,
Ben.
no, I'm not looking at anything. I'm literally thinking in my head.
You're a member of the St. Patrick's Church, correct?
I am.
Your mother also sings in the choir. Am I accurate?
She still does, yes.
Your father and your brothers are all very ethical. And
There's no computer in front of me.
I believe you. And you know what?
I know it's Soul Glow. Yeah, I'm going with Soul Glow.
You are a full-blooded Riverdalian by heart, by blood, by cum, and by if you had milk in your nipples, by that too. You are a member of the St. Patrick's Church, as I am. Therefore, I completely 100% believe you. You are correct. Soul Glow is you have the best winning percentage against him. You are 4-1 against him.
Okay.
That is a 778 winning percentage. I'm sorry, that is an 800 winning percentage. VIP is 778. Now, listeners note, you're actually 1-0 against Val Venus and 2-0 against Yoisoy. But again, this is a minimum of 3 games played. So anyway, the last and final answer is up on the board. It is the team in which you have the second worst winning percentage against, and this is literally for the number 1 pick in the draft.
I'm going between two different teams here, and it's got to be the Riverdale Scoopers.
That is correct, and it was a little bit of a tricky answer there for you because there's actually 2 teams that are tied for this position. I am one of them. You are 2-7 against me. You're also 2-7 against Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Bubba, yeah.
So either one of those.
Go with either one.
Yeah, either one of those. And just so you guys know, from a listener standpoint, Hong Kong also had one of those situations where you had 2 teams as well. So it was all fair all around. Anyway, you, Ben, congratulations. You just swept that one. That is.
Where the fuck is Matt Whiffen anyway?
I don't know what's going on with Matt Whiffen. It's not like him to pull one of these Brandon situations. Stop the music. I'm getting confused. Everyone's getting confused. Okay. I don't know. I hope he's okay. That's all I have to
Me
say.
too.
I mean,
Me too.
no response, no nothing. I don't know. Anyway, possible ethical violation. Of course, Will be brought into this. Hey, you know what? The first possible ethical breach of ethics here that will be submitted to Will. So that will be looked at. All right. Well, let's see. So there it is. So the Dynasty 14 draft order has officially been determined. It is going to be, of course, the draft is occurring on Saturday this year, not on Sunday, September the 2nd, and the order is number 1, the Boston Loggers, number 2, the Hong Kong Cavaliers, number 3, Soul Glow, number 4, Val Venus, number 5, Yoi Soy Fiesta, number 6, VIP on Swole, number 7, Brutal Deluxe, number 8, Rock Dealey and Senators, Number 9, Bubblegum Shrimp. Number 10, Pig Newtons. Number 11, Handy Quacks. And number 12, the Riverdale Scoopers. There it is. Benjamin, thank you for participating. Congratulations on winning against yourself, the number 1 pick in the Dynasty 14 draft. I know that you made it to the playoffs a couple of years ago, and you are hoping to get back there and this time make a little bit of noise in the postseason. Before you know it, it will be here. We're in the midst of mini camps. Then we get the training camps coming up, and then the draft will be here, and things are going to get kicked off before you even know it. So, Ben, any last words that you'd like to say to me, the league, Matt Whiffen, your parents, your brother, anyone at all?
I'd just like to thank everyone that's ever supported me being a coach in the Dynasty. And thank you, Eric. This is kicking off the Dynasty 14. So, good luck, fuckers.
Thank you for listening to the Dynasty Podcast. To hear more podcasts in your ear holes, subscribe to the show on YouTube. Or don't. The choice is yours.